I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Happy New Year 2018 and happy Homebrew Wednesday. First Homebrew Wednesday of 2018 and 101. So this is the winter pantry saison thingamajiggy that I brewed. It's freaking good. Love the smell. Kind of has a, it's weird. Kind of has a slight cinnamon flavor, even though I know there's no cinnamon in here. But the color reminds me a lot of the Vernal Equinox that I brewed. Cheers. This is one of the two brews that I can drink during the work week, so very happy about it. So I'm gonna, I think last Homebrew Wednesday I did a recap of 2017. Talked about my upcoming focus for 2018, which is going to be sours and a collaboration brew extravaganza with the pours. What I didn't do was, and I kind of alluded to the brown sour that I did, so we're going to stick around for the end of this video, and I'll put some footage from the sour, the American brown sour brew day that I did. I modeled this beer after a beer that Wally Feck sent me called Owler, and I'll cut away and show some pictures of the cans right here. So did that brew day, and what I liked about that beer was it was a sour, but it was a brown ale, so it had all the qualities of a brown ale, kind of that nice texture, nutty flavor, but it had the sour as well, and not just kind of a slight sour. It was a good, decent sour. I think the beer was 3.7. I ended up getting down, you'll see I'll get down to 3.5 using the lactobacillus blend, but I checked the gravity today, and I went from 1066 to 1021. So I think that makes it a 5.8 or 5.9% beer, something like that. So very happy with that. I think it's kind of close to what I was kind of shooting for with a clone. So here is the Howler Brown Ale. You see it came out a pretty decent color here. Final gravity on it was 1021, so it's about a 5.9% beer, 5.8, 5.9%, somewhere around there. Low for what I normally make, but it's pretty damn close to Owler, so I'm happy with that. The pH ended up being 3.5 instead of 3.7. That's close enough. The vanilla beans were expensive as hell. I don't know, there was some kind of like hurricane in Madagascar or something. I don't know what happened, but something drove the global price of vanilla beans up way too much. But I tell you what, it's certainly. I've only put them in for 3 days. I put in 4 vanilla beans, based on Wally's comment about what happened with this milkshake IPA. So, and it certainly had an effect. I'm loving this taste. It is exactly what I was going for. Can't wait to, I'm going to cold crash this over the next day or two and then carb this thing up. I can't wait until it's ready. Cheers. Tonight, I wish I had it ready. I got a buddy that's coming to visit, Dan. He's coming to visit tomorrow night. I haven't seen him in several months, so it'd be cool if I already had it on tap. But anyway, so I now have enough beers to put together a really good beer mail for Mr. Nate Peacock. So you'll have one coming to you here shortly. Probably, if I can get the sour done this weekend, I'll probably throw together a beer mail this weekend and get it out to you. Especially since my parcel shop that I use for all my homebrews, homebrew beer mails, was nice enough to send me a holiday gift card with with some credit towards sending out more beer mails. They don't know it's beer mails, so don't tell them. So anyway, yeah, we were supposed to do this past weekend for New Year's. We were supposed to do a gambling night, but we didn't get a whole lot. I think a lot of folks in the neighborhood were away, and we didn't get our invites out in time. So instead, we had some really good friends of ours come over. They brought their the same folks that have all the gambling tables and everything, and they came and we set up a craps table and taught all the kids how to play craps. I don't know how responsible that is, but then we set up for poker. We played Texas Hold'em, and we played a game called Schnauz, some kind of German game, and that was a lot of fun too. So, and then we played a German board game. I actually won. I think I won a lot of the games. Come to think of it, I almost won all of them. So, cheers to me. So what else? Got some more of the Hop Experiment 2017 videos to go through. I got to do some thinking on what I'm going to do for the yeast experiment for 2018. I need to put that together on Band of Brew Tubers. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do this year. 2018 is gonna. A lot of people said 2017 sucked. I don't necessarily think that it sucked. I mean, it wasn't one of the best years we've had. I didn't think it was one of the worst years, but I guess it's looking up to 2018, and you know, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good brew year. Gonna stick to my theme and drive on and try to improve myself as a brewer and get these sours down. I think there's a lot of potential there, especially with doing lower ABVs to save on the belly and still have a lot of flavor in the beer. So that's one takeaway that I had from last year's SJ Pour was that, you know, you can brew a very low ABV beer and have a ton of flavor, particularly if you do sours and Berliner Weisses. And I mean, I had some really good beers from that experience. So anyway, that's my focus for this year. I'm going to probably try to do like every other beer is going to be a sour, something like that. I don't know. We'll see what it ends up being. But as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about it. So that is the Homebrew Wednesday for this is kind of a short one. Kind of get back in the groove. Look forward to seeing all your videos. As usual, have yourself a very happy homebrew and have a very, very happy 2018 first Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. All right, this is going to be my first sour ale. It's going to be a brown ale. I'm going to try to go for a 3.7 pH. Let's see if I can get there. Mash looks good. All right, I got the sparge going here. Good flow, good color. It's gonna be a nice brown. Cheers. Okay, so about a quarter into the sparge. Color looks really nice for a brown ale. My pH was 5.12, and my target, once I put the lacto in, is 3.7 to try to make it close to that beer that Wally Fick let me sample. Cheers. Okay, so I've finished sparging, got 7 gallons. I boiled it, brought it up to boil for about 10 minutes, actually 5 minutes. And right now I'm dropping the temperature down to pitching temp for the lactobacillus omega blend I have. So then I'll leave it sit for probably about 2 days until I drop to the desired pH of 3.7. Cheers. Okay, Wally, we'll see how close I am to 3.7. It was 3.7 last night. Hope I didn't go too much. .53. Guess that's still okay. Okay, it's brew day part 2 of the sour ale. So I cooked up this recipe that I'm trying to do to clone the Owler beer that Wally Fick sent me. It was a 3.7 pH, which is kind of cool. They put it on the can, and 20 IBUs. So I used a Omega Labs lacto blend, did a starter for that, let it go for 2 days, then brewed, got my wort, pitched it in, once I cooled it down to room temperature, let it sit for 48 hours, just under 48 hours. And the night before, like last night, I tested it and it was 3.7, exactly what I wanted. Came in this morning and I was worried, is it going to go any lower? It actually went a little bit lower. I think it was like 3.52. But I tasted it. It tastes exactly like what I want it to taste like, so fingers crossed. This thing smells freaking terrific. I'm bringing it up for a boil now. It's kind of nice doing this because you get to split up the brew day. So you do the brew, the sparging minus the, and you do one quick boil for like, I don't know, 5 minutes just to kill off anything that might be in there before you put the lacto in. Then you put the lacto in, and so that's like an abbreviated brew day. Then you come back 2 days later, and all you do is a boil. So it's like a very quick brew day. Kind of neat. I actually like this. I don't know if I'm gonna. Actually, I like sour, so I hope this thing turns out well because I wouldn't mind keeping a sour on tap. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to do some research and see what it does to your kegging system and all that. Probably nothing. I mean, the lacto's dead, so it's not gonna cause anything to go to sour or anything. But anyway, yeah. So this thing's coming up to boil. Gonna put in just enough hops, some Magnum, and some East Kent Goldings to get it to 20 IBUs, which is about what Owler was, and pitch the. I'm using English Ale yeast, White Labs, WLP 002. So all things work out well. Should have a pretty tasty sour brown here in a few. Thank you so much, Wally, for sending me that, man. It's like I said, it's like a new religion for me. Brewing sours is fun. Anyway, cheers. Almost there. Look at that thing. It's like a beast. Hey, Wally, the howler is howling, brother.